Hi, this is Jessica DaMassa at Frontiers Health, and joining me now I have Abid. He leads innovation for Intouch International. So it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about what you're working on the innovation side at Intouch.
Sure. So my job is to figure out, how is new technology and innovation relevant in healthcare and pharma? So obviously there is a lot of innovation out there on the consumer space. How much of that is actually relevant? And there's a lot of discussion about AI and other things like that. So that's primarily what we do. AI and VR are really good examples of what's going on right now in the innovation space. And we create experiences that is very, very pharma focused in that area.
Okay, how are you using VR?
So primarily right now, VR and AR, I would say, is in education space.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's surgery, whether it's mechanism of action, that's very, very hot right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. And then with AI, I mean, everybody's throwing an AI solution at everything. And so how are you working in this space to create something that's different?
So we have our platform called Cognitive Core. That's our AI platform that's purely pharma focused.
Mm.
So what we're doing...
You might want to lift your mic up. I think we're having a hard time hearing you. Mm-hmm.
So what we're doing with the pharma-focused solution is training it in a way that's relevant and contextual for pharma and patients and ACPs. And that's what makes it not only relevant but useful and value-added when we create whether it's chatbot or some other automation solution.
Obviously, there's a lot of implications, and pharma is sitting on top of a lot of data, and they want to aggregate and bring in more data. So how are you handling, in the conversations that you're having about the technology, data privacy, and some of those more ethical questions about bringing in data into such a complex situation?
So everything we do, it has to be FDA compliant. We have to ensure the way we're storing data and handling data, we're dealing with FDA, but also in the day and age of GDPR, that's another very good, important consideration. The platform itself is built on top of that compliant setup and architecture.
Okay. And as far as the future of AI goes in the life sciences, what do you think they're going to be looking at the next 3 to 5 years in terms of solutions to integrate in? So for the startups that might be watching, what kinds of things should they be innovating towards?
There's a lot of discussion about clinical trials and what we can do in that space, but also bringing that consumer experience that is, for the patient, that is very, very relevant. What currently they're not getting in the pharma space. So bridging that gap using AI is going to be, I think, the future.
All right, very cool. Well, it was lovely to chat with you. Thanks so much for stopping by.
You.
I'm Jessica DaMassa at Frontiers Health. Thanks for joining us.